All right, you're on.
Okay.
Can you explain to them what happened there?
Okay. They didn't have the rod bolt and stuff turned right, and it broke the corner off of it when they tightened it down. And then the bearings and stuff in here is all wore off to the copper on the sides. Typically, most of the time, your wire will be in the top and the bottom because that's where the load's at, up and down.
Yeah, they broke that one too.
Yeah. There's another one.
I can see it better without that light.
Can you?
Yeah.
And there's a flat side that should have gone
Yeah.
down against there,
Yeah, the flat side should go down there.
but they didn't get the flat side in
They
position.
tried to tighten it up on the corner.
It
tighten it up on the
keeps
corner.
that bolt from turning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got it hung on the corner like that, and then
And
when
they
they
just-
drew
and
it
they just-
down, they just kept
They
tightening
just
it.
kept tightening it.
Yeah.
Man.
And of course, once it run a little bit, it loosened back up.
Sure.
Yeah, real loose.
Once
Real
you put
loose.
a load on it, it starts up and down. That little corner's not gonna.
These bearings have a lip. You can probably see it in the video even. So it kind of looks crowned. It's not flat anymore. This one you can really see.
It's all the way in the copper. Oh man.
And they're instead of the wear on the top and bottom, the wear's on the sides. This is why you need a good machine shop to do your work. So all the crank's been turned 20 thousandths, which is as far as you can go down for the bearings. Number 5, which is where you're having the issue out of, was turned an additional 42 thousandths, so it's 62 thousandths. They went past it by 42 thousandths. So the crank shot. Just from that right there, they screwed the machine work up right there, and the crank is shot.
should really only hit this occasionally.
And I think we had issues with the shims too. Hey, Dad,
End travel, just to keep it from walking.
Yeah.
did we have trouble with the shims too?
Yep.
Is this what we're looking at?
Yep.
So these are the thrust washers
Yeah.
that keep your shaft from going too far one direction or the other.
What is that?
And there's a lip worn on that,
Yeah,
so that was tight
little
when that was
notch
put in.
there, so
These
all
should
of it
only
get
be
in
touched
there.
occasionally.
I've never
as
had one of these apart.
as the shaft goes back and forth. It should only touch these
So do
occasionally.
they make these in
You
different
gotta turn the
sizes?
crank for these
or
too.
one size? Because this isn't what actually shows your end plate.
Yeah, that's what shims like.
So these come in different sizes?
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you're in, we were just discussing that.
If a thrust is lower in the crank, let me show you where it's at. And it's made in the crank.
Now it all makes sense.
If this gets wore right here where the thrust runs against, they make these in thicker. They'll take 10 or 15 thousandths out of here, and they make a shim to compensate for that to put your end plate back where it needs to be.
Right.
So it looks to me like that somebody put an oversized thrust
And
back in
way
a
too
standard.
tight.
Made it way too tight.
Yeah, you should have 6 or 7 thousandths at a minimum, up to 12 or 13.
Okay. At a maximum.
Yeah, at a maximum.
And
I don't
that's-
know on this particular engine, but other stuff that's typically
Yeah. And we got the manual, so we can find
Yeah.
out what exactly it is.
Yeah.